Welcome to Greece and our little series of videos about our week away here in Greece. We'll tell you about where we are in the series of videos, but more importantly, like and share the videos that you see here, and more importantly than that, subscribe to the channel so that you can not miss anything, and hit the bell so you can't miss anything as well. But we're here in Greece, but really we ought to be back home to tell you all about how we come to be here in the first place. So we've got to go back home.
I don't want to go back home.
See you later.
See you. Bye.
Well, yes, I know you thought I was going to be coming through that door with the bunny into the lounge, and I was even thinking of wearing the same gear as we were on the balcony back then to make it look as if we'd quite literally walked straight through from the hotel room to the lounge. But no, I'm talking to you now in March 2024. I'm on my own as well because the bunny is actually back in Mauritius for the rest of the month, and she's given me the time to do what we like to call What Were You Thinking, the video that introduces a new travel series. We did one of these videos for the Halkidiki Turkey series that was filmed back in 2018, but that one didn't come out till 2021. At least this one isn't going to take that long to bring to you, and if you want to know what the delay is this time, you'll have to watch the explanation video that came out before, just a bit before, because it explains the situation, what we've been in, and I'll link that one below in the description. But here it is. This is the opening video to our Greek series at last. So how did we choose Greece in the first place? Well, it was all Bunny's fault. She was looking on her phone, I believe, looking at Facebook, and then suddenly this advert came up all about British Airways having a sale, and it was a holiday sale, not just a flight, it was a holiday sale, and she was looking at Malta at the time. Well, I was trying to look at it with her on her phone, and from what I could see, I didn't like the look of Malta, so I said to her, let's go on the PC, it's connected to the TV, we can look at it really well there and get a good feel for everything they've got. We'll check out everywhere, pick the nicest, the cheapest one they've got in their list. Now, British Airways seems to have quite a few of these sales pop up now and again. It's almost monthly. It's certainly seasonal, so if you keep googling British Airways holiday sale, it may well come up with an actual sale. Now, at the time of this video, it's best to type in British Airways holidays, then click on this link, and on the home page hover over Discover, go across to where it says Holiday Finder, and then you have a page that you can use and work on having the usual filters that you search on, and it gives you a list of thousands of different holidays from all over the world, and basically pick one where you want to go to. So we did all this, and up came Greece in the form of the Flegra Palace Hotel, which is in a small fishing type of place called Pefkohori, which is part of Halkidiki. Now, we've never been to mainland Greece before, but we did do a day trip to Rhodes, which was part of our Halkidiki Turkey series, but never Greece itself. Now, intrigued, I checked everything out about the place and the area and the reviews of everywhere, and everything checked out okay. I always investigate all the reviews about the hotel, the area, any YouTube videos maybe that some other people have done on it, and there will be a full hotel review on this series that we're doing, and that would include a room tour as well where we stayed in. And spoiler alert, we actually got an upgrade. As for the area that we were actually in, there will be constant reviews and comments by us as the series goes on, and indeed we'll also do a summary video probably at the end, or even a top 10 of the area and the hotel, so you get to know a bit more about the coastline that we're actually staying at. Going back to the British Airways Holiday sale, so we had flights, the hotel, on a bed and breakfast board basis, flying from Gatwick, all in for both of us, it came in at £558 for the both of us. Ka-ching! Now, I hadn't flown from Gatwick since 2001, and that was when I first went out to see the bunny in the flesh for the very first time. In fact, it was my first ever flight. So, bit intrigued about how that was going to pan out for the both of us, because the bunny hadn't flown from there either for years, if not at all. So, Pefkohori. The weather in October, it's much more like a sort of late spring into summer as far as England is concerned. The temperature, it says there at 20 degrees average. Well, I think we must have caught about a 25 during our week away, which was October 8 through to 15. Now, during that time of year, there's no mosquito problems that we came across, because it actually cooled off quite a bit at night, and we had to have extra bedding to keep ourselves warm. Now, the reason for going away was because we hadn't had a proper holiday since Turkey in 2018. Now, Bunny had been back to Mauritius in 2019, then COVID hit in 2020, nothing happened in 2021, and at the back end of that, a week before Christmas, the bunny became extremely ill, virtually life-threatening, and she hasn't worked properly since then, and so that killed 2022 off. Bunny then bounced back a bit in 2023, so much so that we discovered that we really needed this break, and to help us out we were hoping something cheap would turn up, but it wasn't until the end of the season in October 2023 that something did turn up, where places were slowing down, winding up for the end of the season. And of course, British Airways have end of season sale, and quite frankly we just wanted to get away, guys. Is it worth going away in October though? Never done it before? We may have to be choosy next time. All will be revealed in the series coming up. So this time, the what were we thinking aspect of the title of this video is probably a bit true in this scenario, as we were to find out that this part of the world isn't necessarily what you expect at this time of year in October. As I say, this will probably come out in the series as I put together the videos, and we may have to do another summary video to reflect on everything that happened out there. It sounds a bit terrible, but it wasn't all bad. It was a decent enough week away, as you will see. So going back to the hotel, the booking of the hotel, we paid a deposit and then the balance paid by the back end of September, which was a few weeks later after the deposit, so that was pretty good for our own bank balance. You may well have noticed that we haven't got any airport parking or airport transfer as part of the actual British Airways deal. We arranged these separately with the cheapest one that we could find, and that was with Holiday Extras. It was less than £90 for each of these. That's £90 for airport parking, £90 for the airport transfer, which we thought was quite good considering the cost of living crisis that was creeping up on us during that time of the year. We parked the car at the Copple Park and Ride, and that services Gatwick as well as Crawley. It's a nice and easy setup. Well, it was going, almost. We parked up, went to the kiosk, but really didn't know what to do. Well, I mean, we don't do this very often, and we'd even watched the little video you get on the website. Anyway, we eventually got clearance to get on a bus with our luggage, and we just hoped that the car would be there when we got back. But we'll save the rest for that on our travel day video. And the airport transfer from Thessaloniki to the hotel, that was all okay, and again we'll show a bit more about that during the travel day video. What I will say though is that we probably ought to have hired a car, in my opinion. Anyway, that's a wrap for this video, guys, as I don't want to spoil the series coming up by getting too involved in other aspects of our stay there in Greece, as it will spoil the series itself. If you do have questions thus far, please leave them in the comments below. I do hope that the series will answer some of your questions anyway, as you see the videos go along. I ought to be saying at this point, let's go back to Greece and show you around, but it's all too late for that. It's March 2024. Instead, I will say that we will both join you again on the balcony of our hotel room on our first full day in Greece, which was the day after my birthday. But until then, bye for now.